what are you doing here?
I have no idea. Do you know what's going on?
Well, did you change units?
No, I'm HHS, mostly medical fraud. You?
DEST.
DEST? What's that?
Bioterrorism, under Directive 39 and 16.
On October 6th, 2100 hours, passengers and crew aboard the cruise ship American Anthem were taken sick by an unknown infectious agent. The ship was off the Mexican coast en route to San Pedro, California. 2 people have died. Symptoms are flu-like, followed by internal bleeding and convulsions. Initial findings suggest this may be a Marburg-type outbreak.
What's Marburg?
It's a very bad hot virus.
It's not presently known whether this is a natural outbreak or a terrorist act. Coast Guard's quarantined the ship off Long Beach. The CDC is taking care of the medical situation. Blake?
Yes, sir?
I want your unit in the air by 1300 hours. You're to head up hazmat for the Western offices. You talk to Wilson about contacts and details.
Yes, sir.
And remember, there is no vaccine. There is no antidote. There is no treatment for Marburg, so be careful. Be thorough. This is the real thing. Let's not screw it up. Questions?
We know how the virus...
Well, if they have one that works,
we have sucks. So
it's not doing us any good sitting in a lab in Aberdeen. If they got one that works, I want it on board.
And also find out
What? Well, they don't have any bids that aren't on trucks?
Yes, I'm here to see Assistant Director Farrell.
What do you want me to do? You want me to drive a truck to a ship that's sitting 2 miles out in the ocean? Are you Sullivan?
Yes, sir.
Who's running the CDC operation on site? We need to set up a conference.
Tell them I want to get back to you. Thank you. Gentlemen, can we have a couple minutes here, please?
I'll get back in touch.
Tell them to look at all of them.
And make sure you talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Sir, when do you want to contact Mexico City?
As soon as I'm done here.
Colonel Warren.
Well, we also need to contact the federales and make sure we're on the same page in case we get a school board test. I take it to Colonel Warren.
Fraud, huh?
Yes, sir.
So you're probably not too familiar with weapons of mass destruction.
Not unless you're referring to HMOs.
Do you know this man?
Yes, it's my uncle. Uncle John.
Are you close?
Not really, no. I haven't seen him in, well, a very long time.
Why is that?
My mother and my uncle had a falling out after my father died. Did something happen to him?
Yeah, he retired.
Oh, from the Army?
He lives on Bainbridge Island off Seattle. It's crucial that we talk to him.
About what?
Weaponization. This is a microscopic particle that the CDC took off the lung of one of the passengers who died. Question, is the particle a weapon?
What do you need from my uncle?
Don't you know who he is?
Apparently not.
Well, sweet old Uncle John personally invented most of this stuff. He worked with the Army's bioweapons unit in the 50s and 60s until Nixon disbanded it in '68. We have a generation gap of knowledge. Men like your uncle, who truly know about military bioweapons, have all either retired or died. They're known as fossils. We sent an agent out from the Seattle office. Your uncle threatened to shoot him. Apparently he has privacy issues. Good luck.
No match on prints or a visual match off the known terrorist list. We have his picture out to all our embassies.
How did he get his hands on a Soviet-type bioweapon? Can we track it?
It's difficult. After the breakup of the Soviet Union, so many of their scientists were recruited by other countries.
Put somebody on that. You start with the obvious. Syria, Libya, Iran, Iraq, Osama bin Laden, North Korea, Pakistan, India.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, the CDC says it'll be days before the exact nature of the virus is known. It's a hemorrhagic hybrid. That's all they know until they decode the RNA.
What do the Russians say? It's their virus.
The Russians have denied any and all knowledge of a virus, and if you believe CNN, they've closed their borders.
I heard from a friend at the CIA. They're picking up extensive troop movements in North Korea and Iraq.
Wardley's ready?
Sir.
Yeah, Colonel Walker's up.
What's the situation on the ship?
Out of the 1560, 423 have died. Another 507 have symptoms and probably will die in the next 48 hours.
God. It's a good thing he decided to hit his ship. At least that way it was contained.
Well, I think he wanted to introduce the biological agent, then have all the passengers go to their houses all over the United States before any major symptoms occurred. The death rate would have been 1,000 times greater.
Then why didn't he?
Well, the ship changed its last port of call from Mazatlan to Puerto Vallarta, gaining a full day at sea, so we really got lucky.
Did Sharif call anybody from the ship?
He made 3 calls to a cell phone outside D.C.
Can we trace it?
We can triangulate if the phone's on, but so far it's been off.
In the 9th inning, it is Houston
Mr. Wardley?
3 and Chicago 2.
Sorry. I have it here somewhere. That Arabic document you found on the ship? It's a fatwa, a religious decree.
Decreeing what?
Standard stuff. A terror campaign against the United States for the desecration of holy lands in Saudi Arabia.
Do you know who wrote it?
Yeah, Al-Qaeda, Bin's organization in Afghanistan.
You sure?
Quite sure. They were good enough to sign it. Here and here. It looks like it was imprinted in Pakistan, although it could have been done in Kabul. I've seen a few like this before. It's consistent in text and style with the one Al-Qaeda released just before the bombings in Kenya and Tanzania.